This is part 3 of my comprehensive guide to Arctic Fuse 2. In this final installment, I'll walk you through adding widgets, customizing menus, and sharing some handy usability tips. If you're looking for help with installing the skin or a detailed breakdown of the settings, be sure to check out parts 1 and 2 of this series. In the menu section of the skin settings, you can access various customization dialogues and windows, starting with the Customize Options button. This opens a dialog where you can modify all the options and tiles in your options menu and options tray. At the top of the dialog, you can choose how many items you want in the tile, with options ranging from 2 to 4 items. Selecting 2 items will create 2 large tiles, 3 items will provide 1 large tile on top and 2 smaller tiles underneath, while 4 items will yield 4 small tiles. As you move downwards, you can customize each item on the tile. By clicking on an item, you can switch between the default tiles or choose a custom option. In the custom setting, you can select a name and an icon for the tile, and then choose a shortcut. Clicking Choose Shortcut opens a dialog where you can select from a variety of actions and commands, including adding any area from any installed add-on. Next in the Options Customization dialog is the Menu Item section, which lists shortcuts that appear directly under your tiles. Clicking Menu Items opens a separate customization dialog to adjust these items. Throughout the skin, all customization dialogs for shortcuts and widgets share a similar set of buttons. Up and down buttons, used to move your items up or down. Plus icon, adds a new item beneath the currently focused one. Delete button, removes the selected item. In the first half of the right side, you'll find several options. Shortcuts button, replaces the icon, action, and name of the item in focus with whatever item you choose. Action button, allows you to browse for a new action or edit the text manually, replacing the current action while leaving the name and icon intact. Rename button, lets you change the name of the item. Icon button, opens the icon dialog where you can browse icon groups, search for an icon, or navigate to your storage to find custom icons. Underneath these buttons, you have the Add List and Delete List buttons, which enable you to manage multiple items in a list. Add List, clicking this brings up the Shortcuts dialog, allowing you to browse for the list you want to add. At the top, you'll have the option to confirm the addition of the list, which will notify you how many individual items will be added. Confirming will add those items beneath the focused item. Delete List, similar to adding a list, you can navigate to the list containing items you want to remove from your widgets or shortcut list, click Delete List, and confirm how many items will be deleted. In the second half of the right side, there's the Disable option, allowing you to remove an item from the menu or widget without permanently deleting it. You can easily re-enable it later. The other options that appear depend on what you're editing or the action associated with your items. For widgets, you'll find options to change the view style or set limits on the items displayed. Moving downwards, you reach the last set of items in the Options menu, the Options tray. These are icons located at the bottom of the Options menu, designed for quick access to actions. Clicking Options tray opens a dialog where you can edit the individual items in your Options tray, providing convenient shortcuts to frequently used functions. When you add a new shortcut or widget item, you'll access the Shortcuts or Widgets dialog, which offers different actions depending on which one you choose. In the Shortcuts dialog, you can find Kodi commands and miscellaneous options at the bottom, as well as shortcuts for live TV and PVR. This dialog also allows you to add shortcuts to your various hubs, and you have the option to create a custom menu. When you add a custom menu, an additional option appears on the side to edit the items within it. This lets you group different shortcuts and custom items under a single shortcut. On the other hand, the Widgets dialog, which pops up when adding widgets, includes everything from the Shortcuts dialog, minus the previously mentioned options. Additionally, it provides some unique features not available in the Shortcuts dialog. The default option gives you access to preset widget groups for your library items or live TV and PVR. The experimental features include custom submenus. This allows you to create custom actions that can be displayed as widgets, similar to custom menus in the Shortcuts dialog. Stacked folders. These display content from whatever you designate as the parent widget, or, by default, the widget directly above it. For example, if you set a TV shows widget and place a stacked widget below it, the stacked widget will show episodes from the TV shows widget. You can modify the content source of the stacked widget by changing the parent widget from the right side of the dialog. This allows for adjustments up to 3 levels up. Other experimental options function similarly to stacked folders, offering movie or TV show recommendations, year-based sorting, or genre-based displays based on the parent widget. At the bottom of both dialogs, you can set or create skin variable filters. This enables you to combine multiple widget groups into one, filter out specific genres, or exclude certain years or ratings. By clicking on Skin Variable Filters, you'll see a list of your pre-made filters or have the option to create a new one. You can navigate through your library or any installed video add-ons to combine items, even from different sources. In the Shortcuts dialog, if you add a shortcut that points to a folder path or list, you have the option to open the path in a dialog. You can choose whether or not to display the artwork of items in the path. If you opt to show artwork, it opens the items in a dialog with a list and poster art with landscape art underneath. If you choose not to display artwork, the items will appear in a smaller list format. You can also select an overview option alongside the artwork, which presents the path in a larger dialog with plot information beneath the artwork. This functionality extends to custom submenus, enhancing navigation by displaying shortcuts or paths directly without needing to dive into the directory. This setup streamlines your experience and integrates library elements into your homepage or hub without requiring additional widgets. In the Skin Settings menu, selecting Customize Search opens the Search Widgets dialog. This dialog allows you to personalize your search widgets and incorporate additional search options, including those from your installed third-party add-ons. By default, you will see a list of available search options. You can easily remove any that you don't need and add new ones as desired. To add a new search option, click the plus icon. This action will display a list of all the default search options, which includes search options from your library, TMDB helper and multiple other sources. If you want to add a custom search option from a third-party add-on, you'll first need to locate the search query specific to that add-on. You can usually find this through a Google search, by asking the add-on developer, or by checking Reddit. Once you have the search query, simply add any item to your search options. Click on the action, then select Edit, and paste the search query from the third-party add-on into the designated field. You can also rename the option for easier identification during your searches, ensuring a more efficient and tailored search experience. The final section of the skin settings menu is the Customize Hubs area. Clicking this will open the Hub's customization page. A key point to remember is that any time you make edits in any customization dialogues or pages, such as those for the menu, search, or hubs, navigating back to the home page will trigger a rebuild and refresh of the skin, applying your changes. In the Hub's customization page, the left side displays a list of all your hubs, while the right side allows you to choose the mode for your widgets and edit your categories. On the far right, you'll find hints explaining the various options available. I'll go deeper into these details in the video. At the top of the default home edit page, you can choose which hub to set as your default home page. Simply click on the option labeled Use as Home. This will open a dialog showing all your custom hubs. From there, select any hub to make it the default homepage. Once a hub is chosen, it will be removed from the list, but you can repeat the process at any time to switch back or choose another hub. Each custom hub features 3 available modes. Basic mode displays your widgets in a classic style. Detailed mode shows widgets alongside plot and ratings information, as well as a window for fan art images. Advanced mode provides a more immersive experience with full-screen spotlights, categories, and combined style widgets. All widgets in this mode will be presented in a detailed style, showcasing plot, ratings, and fan art. To switch between these different modes, simply click on the Mode option under any of the hubs. The default homepage offers 3 modes, and all of them support the use of categories. This sets it apart from other hubs, where categories are only accessible in advanced mode. If you select advanced mode for the default homepage, the categories will shift from a vertical layout to a horizontal one, displayed at the top of the screen. Within the default homepage options, you can scroll down and click on Edit Categories and Widgets to modify your side menu and widget lists. Here, you'll see the default side menu options, which you can delete, change shortcuts for, or add new items. On the right side, there's an option to edit the menu items. Each side menu item can include additional custom menu items that you can manage by clicking on Edit Items. You can add various shortcuts here. And these menu items can be accessed in 2 ways. Set the left action to Menu, which opens the menu items when you navigate left from a side menu. Change the side menu action to Menu, allowing the menu items to open when you click the side menu. If you wish to assign a different action to the side menu items, you'll need to use the first method for access. Custom menus can also be created in other categories and menus. Next, you'll find the option to edit your widgets for each category. When adding a widget, you can change its style by clicking on Style and selecting your preferred view type. There are various view types available. For board and card styles, you can choose to display them with text or just logos. Experiment with different styles to find what you like best. You can also select a sort method and set a limit on the number of widget items displayed. The auto scroll option allows the widgets to scroll automatically based on a time interval you specify in the behavior settings. If you add a custom submenu under the experimental section, you will have additional options to edit shortcuts within those custom submenus. You can switch between different modes and edit the labels for your hubs. Basic mode offers one option, editing your widgets. Detailed mode provides the same option. Advanced mode, however, presents multiple options. The first option allows you to edit your widgets and categories. Clicking this will show a list of your categories, and you can also add new ones. Categories appear at the top of the hubs. After setting categories, you'll have additional options for the widgets within those categories. One option allows you to toggle combined widgets on and off. When enabled, combined widgets display widget groups with their own categories at the bottom of the hub, while the widget items appear directly on top. Combined widgets can only be used if global widgets is not set. If you toggle combined widgets on, you'll gain access to the combined list option. This lets you use items from a folder as your widget list, which is particularly useful for setting genre groups or adding your tracked lists. Any changes made to the folder will be reflected in the list. You can edit widgets as usual. When combined widgets are on, they will display horizontally, whereas they will be vertical when toggled off. Global widgets are different in that they appear under all categories. They are hub widgets connected to the hub rather than a single category. However, they only function when combined widget mode is toggled off. The Spotlight feature functions as a full-screen widget positioned at the top of your hub. To modify the Spotlight settings, click on Edit Spotlight, which opens the Edit dialog. At the top, you'll find a toggle to enable or disable the Spotlight. As you scroll down, you can choose between using a global spotlight or selecting a different spotlight for each category if you have categories set up. You'll see which category the spotlight is currently assigned to. Simply click on it to switch between your available categories. If a category does not have a designated spotlight, the global spotlight will be displayed instead. If you prefer not to use categories within a hub, you can opt for just the spotlight in global widgets. At the bottom of the Spotlight dialog, you have the option to choose a fallback image folder. These images will be displayed in situations where there's an issue retrieving the widget items for your Spotlight or when there is no content available in the Spotlight widget group. Keep in mind that all hubs share the same customization options, and any of them can be designated as your homepage. At the bottom of the customization page, you will find two options. Pre-built option. This allows you to select between using default widget groups from your library or from TMDB helper. Clicking on either option will populate your widgets with their respective default settings, which will overwrite any custom widgets you currently have in place. Rebuild button. This button serves to rebuild your setup based on the changes you have made. Think of it as a manual save option, though the skin will automatically rebuild when you return to the homepage, applying all your modifications. This skin features a variety of hubs that can be added as shortcuts in your category menus. One prominent hub is the Calendar or Next Aired hub, which you can find in the Shortcuts dialog. Here, you can choose between the Tracked Next Aired and the Library Next Aired options. If you have your tracked account connected to TMDB Helper, this hub will display the upcoming TV shows along with their airing dates, making it easy to keep track of when your favorite series will air. Another important hub is the Add-ons hub. This hub organizes all your add-ons into various categories, allowing for quick access. You can easily create shortcuts for both the Calendar and Add-ons hubs. The Search and Discover hubs can also be integrated as shortcuts throughout the skin. The Search hub provides an ABC keyboard for quick searches, as well as options to access a full keyboard or clear items. From this hub, you can also navigate to the Discover hub and vice versa. By default, the Search hub will search across all your added options and display results in a classic layout. However, you have the option to refine your search by selecting individual search criteria, which presents your results in a more detailed format complete with plot information and ratings. In the Discover hub, you can switch between TV shows and movies. There's an option to add rules based on genres, keywords, providers, release years, and more. You can choose whether the content should match all specified criteria or any single value, along with selecting a sorting method. When you find an item you're interested in, a long press will bring up a context menu. From here, you can access a full plot summary, view trailers, and find similar content. A standout feature of the context menu is the Discover option. If you select it, it will fill the Discover page's title box with the title of the item you're currently viewing. This makes it effortless to search for the same item across different add-ons. You can also access an information page directly from the context menu or by pressing the Info button on your remote. If your remote lacks this button, simply long press the play/pause button to open the info. The top of the info page displays the plot along with details like genre, budget, and studio information. If you move right from here, you'll see an expanded plot page, and you can also play the content, access trailers, and refresh details. Scrolling down the info page reveals the cast list. You can click on any actor for more details about their work, including a comprehensive filmography. Additionally, you'll find information about the studio and director, as well as user comments from Tracked and critics. If the film is part of a collection, you can view that here too. While browsing items within any add-on or elsewhere in the skin, you can long press to bring up the context menu. This includes an option to add the item as a menu, presenting you with a list of all hubs, the side menu, and power menu. You can select any of these to access categories and either add the item as a new category or incorporate it as a widget under an existing category. This feature simplifies adding new items to your menus or categories. The skin offers a variety of fonts for customization. To change your font, just navigate to the settings, go to the interface section, under Look and Feel, and choose Fonts. Here, you'll find an array of font options to personalize your experience. When listening to audio files, you can click on the settings icon in the on-screen display to toggle features like scrolling text and background colors, creating a more immersive visual experience. You can also scroll down to view the full list of songs or audio files in an album, and if connected, explore other albums by the same artist. If you're interested in adding audiobooks to Kodi, stay tuned, there's a detailed guide coming soon to the channel. You can organize your options menu more efficiently by using custom menus to group related items. For instance, you can create an add-on tools section and group together the settings from various add-ons for quick and easy access. Similarly, you could set up a calendar section to combine all your calendars from different add-ons in one place. This approach lets you add multiple shortcuts to your options menu without cluttering it or overwhelming the layout with too many individual items. In the TV guide, pressing back takes you to a menu with various options. From here, selecting View allows you to switch the TV guide to a layout that displays more detailed information about the currently focused channel. In the add-ons browser, clicking on any item will automatically check for available updates. For users on low-end devices, you can significantly improve the speed and responsiveness of Arctic Fuse 2 by adjusting a few settings. Change the background style to one of the performance options and switch the title display from logo to text. These tweaks will make the skin much more efficient. There are many more in-depth guides on Kodi and Android TV features coming soon to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can catch them all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.